I think Trump is about to become physically visible. There he is. It's arraignment day! Yeah! Yes, let's get a rain in. I'm going to make it a rain. Yeah! So, Trump is being arrested on federal charges, 37 federal charges. But if Kid Rock's to be believed, they're not that bad. It's been showing, like, I think it's worse that there are that many documents that are being censored. Well, do you think you can handle the truth? Let me know in the comments in the chat. Why have they got all these clandestine documents? I can handle it. Just tell me everything. Julian Assange, he's in Belmarsh prison now for telling us information that we should have known in the first place. Edward Snowden, he's holed up in Russia right now for giving us information that we should have had access to in the first place. They're both being prosecuted under the Espionage Act. And now Donald Trump, is he being prosecuted under the Espionage Act? That means them spies, baby. Let's have a look at the mainstream media's reporting on this story.
The classified records strewn throughout Mar-a-Lago in a public ballroom, a bathroom, and
strewn. Are they strewn? They are strewn.
They are strewn.
That was just spilling
that's
out.
the definition of strewn.
I reckon that's the one that he showed Kid Rock. Like, here, look, Kid Rock. Oh, man! Booted it over.
That's allegedly, by the way.
Well, let's say what it actually says. Trump reportedly showed a classified map related to a military operation to someone who did not possess security clearance in a 2022 interview with Tucker on Fox. Kid Rock claimed the former president asked his advice and showed him what he believed to be secret information during a visit to the White House in 2017. Did he have Kid Rock at the White House? I mean, even that's a bit mad. Looking at maps and shit, and I'm like, am I supposed to be in on this shit? Rock says. Let's have a look at that.
You know, we're looking at maps. And I'm like, am I supposed to be like in on?
You didn't think you'd have a hand?
What do you think we should do about North Korea? I'm like, what? I don't think I'm qualified to answer this.
That's amazing. It's like Chappelle's fantastic bit of stand-up about Ja Rule. Let's have a look at how the mainstream are covering Arraignment Day. We've already seen those strewn documents. What else is going on?
tossed on a storage room floor are among the nation's most closely held secrets. Of the 31 charges for the willful retention of national defense information, 21 involve top-secret documents.
Do you see how the mainstream media confines us to particular topics? Everywhere, and have you noticed this, we'll be talking about how outrageous and egregious it is that Trump's in possession of these documents. On some platforms, you'll see people saying, well, Joe Biden, he's just as bad, 1,800 boxes of documents from when he's a senator, and then people say, yeah, but he was allowed them when he's a senator, but then people say, he had 20, and they were in his garage. And did you see when Trump went, that my documents were kept in beautiful conditions, Biden, he had them on the floor of his garage, they could get damp. He was like talking about the literal conditions of them. But the real problem is this: why have you nominated a patriarch elite class that allowed access to information that you're not? Now, I'm not suggesting that all of us on an individual basis want to be immersed in the bureaucracy of government, but the category of classified should be abolished except in matters where it's strictly necessary.
Bolton told CBS News special handling suggests a special access program which can be so secret the government doesn't acknowledge its existence.
So it's so secret you won't even admit.
No, does it exist?
I won't acknowledge it. That's ridiculous.
Florida Republican Senator Marco Rubio said there was no evidence the intelligence was compromised.
There's no allegation that he sold it to a foreign power or that it was trafficked.
Do you consider Kid Rock to be a threat? Like Kid Rock is mounting on our borders. Kid Rock has got battleships in American waters. Kid Rock is floating a weather balloon high in the sky. Kid Rock and Donald Trump are frankly not the problem. The problem is deep systemic abuse, that we're living on a prison planet, that we can't break out of this damn matrix unless we're willing to overcome cultural conflict and unite against establishment elites.
But a 2019 incident suggests Mar-a-Lago has been a target. This Chinese businesswoman was convicted of trespassing, lying to federal investigators, and deported.
Weird story. That Chinese businesswoman, what's she been doing? Snooping around Mar-a-Lago?
Mar-a-Lago, yeah. Around
a Chinese businesswoman.
Strewn documents.
Like, she's been checking out the documents. There's one strewn there, there's one strewn there.
I just need to visit the bathroom.
Not that bathroom. Kid Rock's in there, having the time of his life. Give me some advice.
Republican House Speaker Kevin McCarthy claims Trump's records were more secure than Biden's, found in a garage.
Is it a good picture to have boxes in a garage that opens up all the time? A bathroom door locks.
Yeah, that's a good argument. See, the thing is, with a bathroom door, you just lock it. You've got to be inside there, though.
That's true.
You can only lock it if you're in there with the documents, having to type it off, maybe wiping your bum on one. That's not right. Not about
That's disrespectful.
to the sacred documents. Let's see what they're talking about on the mainstream media right now.
We're going to stand by for 1 minute. Our special report is starting now.
Oh.
All right.
Okay.
This is their report and our report.
Special.
This is an NBC News special report. Here's Lester Holt.
This is special. Oh, God, listeners on.
Good day. We're coming to you live from outside the federal courthouse in Miami, where former President Trump.
At the end of this broadcast, my forehead will be another 4 inches long.
Will be arriving shortly to surrender to federal authorities and be arraigned on 37 counts. Mr. Trump departed his Miami area golf course just a moment ago, a trip that should take about 20 minutes.
But Trump took 25. He stopped to do some corruption, and he had to drive over some strewn boxes of secrets, some of which he was showing to Kid Rock.
He enters the courthouse behind me. His arraignment will push America's legal and political systems into uncharted territory. Never before has a former president been arraigned on federal charges, and never before has the leading candidate for one party's presidential nomination faced so much legal jeopardy. This will be the second time in just over 2 months President Trump has had to...
It's pornography. It's ratings chasing. Yeah. They're amplifying it. They're fetishizing it. They're gilding and oiling the news. This is not reportage. It's not even analysis. It's bombast. It might as well be P.T. Barnum. I think Trump is about to become physically visible. There he is. Quick, turn up the volume. Is he going to do something?
Interpretations. For some people, they're seeing a persecuted hero going to stand up to the system that's trying to crush their movement. And this is live images of his motorcade leaking to relatives. And then for others of us, this is a dangerous scofflaw who stole a bunch of federal documents that if anybody else stole them, they'd be under jail by now. And so that's the division. You can literally be looking at one.
I don't know, man. I don't trust that analysis. I don't think any of us think that if someone else stole it, they'd be in jail by now. We know that Biden's got classified documents, some of which were taken during his time as senator, some of which, 20 of them, were taken during another period. There's seemingly, according to Matt Taibbi and Schellenberger, a credible allegation that he took a $5 million bribe while VP, and that information was repressed by the FBI. So there is no centralized moral authority. Look at that amazing image there right now, the stopping traffic. We're so used to the visual grammar of this post OJ. Even this news reporting is criminalizing Trump. I've, as you know, got no dog in the fight. I know a lot of you like Trump, and for me, I think radical systemic change is required. But this news reporting is partisan, and it is ultimately designed to limit your political options. What they want is for you to operate within a narrow bandwidth where you don't really have any options at all. You have no one in the political sphere that's genuinely interested in representing the views of ordinary American people.